Welcome to Wild Bill's Media and the Arts podcast. Today we're going to talk about a DVD release, and this DVD is released none other by the band Jackyl. And for those of you who don't know who Jackyl is a rock band. Some people call them a heavy rock band. Some call them like a southern metal band or southern rock band. But their origins are from Georgia and South Carolina. And here, just right recently this year, within probably about a week or two ago, they released a new DVD called Family Reunion Live in Kansas City. Now, I don't um I don't usually come on here and talk about live albums a whole lot, but I will say that this album here is just good, down to earth, kick ass fucking rock and roll music. Jackyl has been one of those bands that have just kind of over the years have really flew under the radar. They've never really been what you want to say a huge rock band. I mean, they've played like Woodstock and stuff like that, but I don't know. They just a lot of people just have never really heard of them, and I don't know why, because they're just one of the like most kick-ass rock bands on the planet. For those people who used to sit back and watch the TV show The Full Throttle Saloon, then you know who Jackyl and Jesse James Dupree is, because they were featured, or at least Jesse James was anyway, the lead singer of Jackyl, was featured on just about every episode of Full Throttle Saloon. And then you would always see like highlights of Jackyl playing at the Full Throttle Saloon. But this DVD is it really sounds good. I mean, you could tell that it's live. It's not overdubbed. It's not or whatever. It is just good kick ass heavy metal show. And I noticed something to be on this DVD, that the video quality is like outstanding, man. It almost like, I mean, you would about want to say it was a Blu-ray almost. I mean, it just you could tell that the picture quality and the audio and the sound quality is just out of this world on its DVD. They also have released a CD along with it, and the CD and the DVD are the exact same tracks. There's anything different. Um, they they're both you can get them on Jackyl's website there. Um, I think if I'm not mistaken, there's like 17 tracks on there. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Give me just here a minute, and I can tell you here. Yeah. Okay. So if you're a Jackyl fan, then the songs on this DVD is "Blast Off," "My Moonshine Kicks Your Cocaine's Ass," "Mental Masturbation," "Encore," "Screwdriver," "Down on Me," "Push Comes to Shove," "Just Because I'm Drunk Don't Mean You're Right," "Secret of the Bottle," "I Stand Alone," "When Will It Rain," "Dirty Little Mind," "Just Like a Negro" featuring DMC of Run DMC, and "It Is Tricky" featuring DMC of Run DMC, "Redneck Punk," "Cut the Crap," and "The Lumberjack," which are pretty much about all of Jackyl's big songs. There were a few songs I wish they would have included in this set. Like there's the same album that has their song when my moonshine kicks your cocaine's ass. The actual album that's on is called when moonshine and dynamite collide. I wish they would have played that song live, but they didn't. But I'm just gonna tell you, man, um it's a great DVD and a CD. They have always been supported by Brian Johnson of ACDC. There's been a few times there when they've done songs with him or written songs with him. And yeah, I mean, they're just a big supporter of Jackyl. And Jackyl's a big supporter of ACDC. But Jackyl is just, like I said, it's just been one of those bands that have just kind of flew under the radar. And I don't know why. And I guess they just never really got the exposure that some bands have. And I think a lot of it has to do with just, I don't know, maybe they're kind of put into this kind of a category that no one really knows what to do with them. Because they have like the chainsaw and the shotgun mics, and they're kind of in like maybe labeled as a novelty act, but they're really not. I mean, they're just good kick ass rock and roll band, and I don't know. I don't understand why they're not huger than what or bigger than what they are, but they're just one of those bands that just you love them because they who they are. And Jackyl has never changed. Jackyl's never been trendy or any of that kind of things. They're who they are, and they've never done what the radio establishment wanted them to do. So I think that's one of the reasons why Jackyl is the way they are. But I, as a hard rock and heavy metal fan, recommend this album to anyone. I recommend the album. I recommend the DVD. Go out and pick it up today because it is worth the money. It's worth the time you put into it. It is just an autumn. It's just it's one of those DVDs that's fun to watch because the show there's nothing like you see some bands they get up on stage, man, and the songs are great. You love their songs, but their performance is just fucking dull. Not with Jackyl. Jackyl is they move, they run around on stage, they keep the crowd engaged. It's just one of those fun like live DVDs that you don't regret going out and purchasing. And so if you're a true rock and roll fan and you love great music, then I highly recommend the Jackyl Family Reunion Live in Kansas City show because it's just good old down to earth ass kicking rock and roll. So there's not much more I can say. So thank you. And this is Wild Bill signing out of Wild Bill's Media in the Arts podcast. Have a good day.